From the book of Joshua.
Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, heard that, in the capture and destruction of Ai, Joshua had done to that city and its king as he had done to Jericho and its king. He heard also that the inhabitants of Gibeon had made their peace with Israel, remaining among them, and that there was great fear abroad, because Gibeon was large enough for a royal city, larger even than the city of Ai, and all its men were brave. So Adonizedek, king of Jerusalem, sent for Hoam, king of Hebron, Piram, king of Jarmuth, Japhia, king of Lachish, and Debir, king of Eglon, to come to his aid for an attack on Gibeon, since it had concluded peace with Joshua and the Israelites. The 5 Amorite kings of Jerusalem, Hebron, Jarmuth, Lachish, and Eglon, united all their forces and marched against Gibeon, where they took up siege positions. Thereupon, the men of Gibeon sent an appeal to Joshua in his camp at Gilgal. "Do not abandon your servants. Come up here quickly and save us. Help us, because all the Amorite kings of the mountain country have joined forces against us." So Joshua marched up from Gilgal with his picked troops and the rest of his soldiers. Meanwhile the Lord said to Joshua, "Do not fear them, for I have delivered them into your power. Not one of them will be able to withstand you." And when Joshua made his surprise attack upon them after an all-night march from Gilgal, the Lord threw them into disorder before him. The Israelites inflicted a great slaughter on them at Gibeon and pursued them down the Beth-horon slope, harassing them as far as Azekah and Makkedah. While they fled before Israel along the descent from Beth-horon, the Lord hurled great stones from the sky above them all the way to Azekah, killing many. More died from these hailstones than the Israelites slew with the sword. On this day, when the Lord delivered up the Amorites to the Israelites, Joshua prayed to the Lord, and said in the presence of Israel, "Stand still, O sun, at Gibeon, O moon, in the valley of Ajalon." And the sun stood still, and the moon stayed, while the nation took vengeance on its foes. Is this not recorded in the book of Jasher? The sun halted in the middle of the sky. Not for a whole day did it resume its swift course. Never before or since was there a day like this, when the Lord obeyed the voice of a man, for the Lord fought for Israel. As the Lord had commanded his servant Moses, so Moses commanded Joshua, and Joshua acted accordingly. He left nothing undone that the Lord had commanded Moses should be done. So Joshua captured all this land, the mountain regions, the entire Negev, all the land of Goshen, the foothills, the Arabah, as well as the mountain regions and foothills of Israel, from Mount Halak that rises towards Seir as far as Baal-Gad in the Lebanon valley at the foot of Mount Hermon. All their kings he captured and put to death.